Hello student, this is Rajiv and welcome to my YouTube channel. I hope you are all fine. In this video, we are going to discuss the question that based on mensuration. Last video, we have already discussed few questions that based on area perimeter of the some regular figure. And I hope that not only you enjoyed but also you get the idea to solve such type of question to yourself. So in this video we shall discuss some more questions. After that I will give you the idea to find out new types of area and perimeter of some regular figure. So student, let us see few questions. After that we shall discuss new topic, then we try to solve the question on that new topic. So here we are going to solve some question. So let us see question, and the question is given here. A wire in the form of rectangle. A wire is in the form of rectangle. A wire is in the form of rectangle. It rebent in the form of square whose area is equal to that rectangle. If the side of square is 11 is 4 centimeter and the length of rectangle is 4 centimeter, then find the perimeter and breadth of rectangle. So this is the given question. This question is looking just lengthy, but the solution is very small. Just try to understand what does the question try to solve. What does the question try to say? The question says that there is a wire in the shape of rectangle. Okay, there is a wire in the shape of rectangle. This wire is rebent with it is attaining a new shape, and that shape is square, whose area is equal to the area of that rectangle. Means if in the first case when the wire was in the form of rectangle, then the area of that rectangle, and when it revert in the form of a square and then the area of this square, both area become same. Now the next question is, if the side of a square is 4 centimeter, that means this is 4 centimeter, and the length of this rectangle is 4 centimeter, then we have to find perimeter of this rectangle as well as width of this rectangle. So first of all, we find out the area of this square, because here the only one dimension is given of this rectangle and this is impossible to find out the area of the rectangle using the one dimension only. So here we try to find out the area of square, and the area of square become equal to the area of rectangle, then we can easily find out the breadth of that rectangle. And when we get the breadth of that rectangle, we use the formula 2 times of length into length plus breadth, we can easily find out the perimeter of rectangle. I hope the explanation of this question is clear. Now let us try to find out the solution. First of all, here we find the square area of square. Now we write area of square, and the area of the square is given by side square. So here we put the value 4 into 4 equal to 16 centimeter square. So 16 centimeter square is the area of this square, and this 16 meter is the area of rectangle. Okay. Now since area of square is equal to area of rectangle, therefore area of rectangle is given by L into B, and L into B becomes equal to 16. Since the length is given as 4, so we write here 4 into B equal to 16, or it becomes B equal to 16 upon 4, and 4 4 is 16, so the breadth become equal to 4. Now the breadth of the rectangle is also 4. Now the breadth of this rectangle is also 4. The question is very tricky. You can see here the length of this rectangle is 4 and the breadth is also 4, means that both are square. Now we find the perimeter of this rectangle. Here we need not to say it is square, because in the question it is refers as a rectangle, so we will also refer it as a square. Now find out the perimeter of this. So here we find here perimeter. So we know the perimeter equal to 2 times L plus B. Now length is 4, and the breadth is 4, so it becomes 2 into 8, and 2 area 16 centimeter. So 16 centimeter is the perimeter. 16 centimeter is the perimeter of this rectangle. So here we can see that the perimeter and as well as the area of this shape are equal. So I hope it is clear to everyone. Now let's see the next, that is the question which is based on circle. In order to discuss about the circle, there is a little topic. First of all, I think we have to discuss here. After that, we shall discuss about the circle. And this was the area of path. So here, the next topic is area of path. In a rectangle, there are two types of path can be formed. Okay. Now let us see them one by one. Suppose this is a rectangle. This is a rectangle and this is the another rectangle. In this rectangle, there is a path of uniform thickness around the rectangle. This is the path around the rectangle of uniform thickness. So here we have to find out the area of this path. We have to find out the area of this path in this section. And in the second case, there is a rectangle where two paths of the same thickness passes through the midpoint of the length and the breadth respectively of this rectangle, and both paths are situated at right angle. So there are two conditions in which we are going to find out the area of the path. The first condition is area of path around rectangle, and the second one is area of path passes through midpoint. So there are two cases. Now let us discuss the cases one by one. So first of all, discuss such type of case, then we shall discuss the another. So here in this rectangle, if we see that this is the length of the rectangle and this is the breadth of the rectangle, and the thickness is given by x. Suppose that the thickness of this path is x, then length of rectangle including path If we find out the length of this rectangle, then this is the length which is including the path, and it becomes x more than, and x more than, that is, it is 2x plus L, because the length of this is L and this length is x and this is x, therefore the length becomes 2x plus L. So it becomes 2x plus L. So 2x plus L is the length of rectangle including path, 2x plus L. Similarly, breadth becomes 2x plus B. So if we find out the area of the larger rectangle, it becomes length into breadth, therefore the area becomes 2x plus L into 2x plus B. So this is the area of the larger rectangle, and the area of the smaller rectangle becomes L into B. And when we find out the difference of these two areas, we get the area of the path. So that the difference of the larger area and the difference of the smaller area will yield the area of path. I hope it is clear. So student, after that we try to solve the question on this topic, then we go further the next case. So I hope everything is clear. If you have any doubt, then you can ask the question. I will clear in the next video. So we shall meet in the next video with some new question. Till then, goodbye.